Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Traveling Tower. I am your host and DM, Maddie Matt.
It took you a second to remember that, though.
I didn't.
Don't interrupt him in front of everyone.
It's called
Dan,
interaction.
Michael, welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Am I Dan or Michael?
You're
You'll
Dan.
Never know.
Well,
Don't stop. Why'd you do that?
Travis, can you help me? Travis, can you help me out here?
Well, I can't because I said my first thing I was going to say was a slur, but now I'm kind of put in a different position.
Okay. Cut that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was a pre-recording joke about the fact that I'm drinking alcohol.
All right, so this was like the second take for the opening. Do you want?
No, this is the opening. Fuck you.
Well, that's everybody. Everyone's been introduced. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Wait,
Welcome.
we didn't get a direct Michael section.
I said Dan and Michael. I said both of your names.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael made his own section.
We're really
section.
we're really put up against each other. It's not like we get our own claims to fame.
Well, you both interrupted me, so it happened together.
Thanks for taking the blame with me, Michael.
What the fuck? I hate this intro. I hate this intro.
Listen, Michael, if you have an issue with the intro, you can make your own podcast.
You know what? I think I will.
Can I be on it?
Can I be on it?
Yeah, yes.
I don't want to be on it.
What is it?
What's
your new podcast?
It's called.
This is our first ad read, so do it right.
It's Podcast Ahoy.
It's called Stories from the Sinking Ship.
Fuck you. Michael, weren't you going to ask a question?
What do you mean?
Weren't you going to start this episode out with a question that you wanted to ask?
Yeah.
You did say that.
And then I decided the bit was dumb.
Okay. Never mind then.
Will you tell me what the bit was after recording?
Oh, you know what? I'll do it now since it's been mentioned. Hey Matt, when are you going to finally release the first couple episodes?
Well, Michael, I'm glad you asked because
Wow.
they are already out. They're
what
out.
are you talking
now.
about? This is before we've even recorded. wait.
Before we recorded the past episodes? Wow. That's amazing.
By the time they hear this, it's going to be out no matter what. So this is a confusing bit.
Well, so the trick to it all is that apparently we record each intro to each episode separately before any of them were recorded.
That's nuts.
That's exactly how we do it.
That being said, if I keep this in, if anyone's listening to this right now, and for some reason you haven't watched or listened to the first couple episodes,
Good for you. You're a part skipper on a podcast that just started. That's impressive.
you should go and listen to them.
I thought you were going to say you should go and fuck yourself, Dan.
No.
These intros are getting more and more convoluted.
You should go listen to them. They're great. They're funny. It gives you context for what's happening right now.
I can't wait for us to eventually do an entire episode that's just a talking podcast with the pretense that it's the opening to a normal episode.
The intros aren't actually that long. I cut most of these intros out, and you guys are like, "Oh, we've been going for like 50 minutes," and it's like it's been like 5 minutes, and the intro
right there.
You did that in one of the intros. It didn't make it into the episode, but you complain about the lengthiness of these intros, but they're fine. Okay. So anyway,
Matt, are you excited to get a new team on here at some point?
I don't know what kind of chaotic energy I'll be bringing in later. I just know that I'm dealing with the kind I have now.
I feel like your intros are going to be a lot smoother.
Knowing the others, everyone's going to be much too afraid to go off
to
the rails
interrupt
this much.
So, you guys, where we left off,
Mm-hmm.
you were being threatened by a rabbit who is very, very angry with Corvus because he lit up her bracelets.
I wouldn't call it threat, but yeah.
She's threatening you. I'm gonna just put that. She's threatening you.
She's threatening Corvus.
I don't think she cares.
For the audience,
Yeah.
Dan has the hots for this fictional character, and
And I appreciate that.
No,
I appreciate that. Thank you, Dan.
There's
Thank
a
you,
difference.
Dan.
I do not have the hots for this fictional character. I have the hots for almost all of Matt's characters.
And I appreciate that very much. But some of them do threaten you, and this one is.
This one's threatening Corvus with pain towards Sano, which is not a threat to Sano.
Okay, well.
Wow. Ooh la la.
Ooh,
Anyway.
masochist snail boy. Ooh.
The last
No,
thing
it's just that he
she
has very
said.
high AC.
So she is holding her sickle towards Corvus. Again, she's got like an owl perched on her shoulder, and she's demanding that Corvus remove the spells on the bracelets that she has on her arm.
Yes, indeedy dandy. All right. In response to the last thing she said in the last episode,
Where she said, or else.
yeah, she wants me to undo this shit or else. All right. You made your point. I'm just hoping that maybe we can, we can help each other out here. We're all stuck in here together. Let's just be civil. And then I'll reach out slowly and non-threateningly.
She holds her sickle arm very steadily at you as you move closer.
Rather,
It's like she's not moving it to strike, but she's not putting it down.
I'm reaching out non-threateningly, but I'm looking at her threateningly.
Sure.
And I reach out and I will dispel the magical tinkering effects from both of the bracelets.
All right.
And then I will hand her bow back.
Hey, Steimer.
Yes. Hello.
While these two are having a moment, do you want to go and look for treasure?
Oh, yes. That would be quite fun,
fuck?
actually.
Okay, Sano starts to walk away.
Wait, what? Okay, I guess I'll follow.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. That's what we're all here for. Also, you guys can't see anything.
And
Currently, I think the only light illuminating this area is her sickle.
Yeah, what the fuck? She's just gonna light things up? What the hell?
Maybe you don't know why she was necessarily upset at you lighting up those bracelets.
True.
As you turn off your magic on them, she relaxes a tiny little bit, and she goes to, with her other hand, inspect the bracelet that's like first the one that's further up on her arm, and then the one that's further down closer to her hand. And she looks relieved when they seem okay.
You know what? I have a bullseye lantern. I'll just light that.
yeah.
Bullseye lantern?
Yeah, it's like a lantern that
It's
has
like a normal lantern, except it's all locked off, and it has like a little like hatch that you can open, and the light goes. It's like a flashlight, but old.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's like a
Cool.
flashlight, but old.
A flashlight, but old. I understand that description.
Yeah, I'll light that up and like carry it, and I'll be like, "Look, see, we can still see."
You're going to want to be careful with that.
Oh, yes, very careful.
If you hear sound, shut off your light.
I tap my nose.
Is that even your nose?
I tap the flat.
You have like a nose shape.
Yeah, I have I have. It's not like a person nose. It's like a flat surface, but it's still kind of like a nose. It's got nostrils.
I also
It's
don't
nose
think it's the
adjacent.
first. I also don't think it's the first time you've tapped your nose.
Yeah.
In
I actually wanted to ask you a few questions, Sano, as we look around.
Okay, it's specific. Do we have to be looking around while you ask them?
No, I just figured, it would be good conversation while we travel around. And
Okay, go for it.
Well, I don't want to interrupt their conversation right now if they want to keep having that.
Oh, I guess it makes sense to go canonically in order.
Oz looks back at you two walking off having that conversation, and then looks to Corvus as she puts her sickle away. As it's still glowing, but it's just kind of like it's in her hilt now.
I shrug towards her as I am looking back at her from looking at them walk away. I don't know what their deal is.
Corvus, now that she has put it on her hilt, the light coming from it, because it had like a 5-foot radius, now lights up her whole body, and the bottom of her feet that were previously invisible to you, that you saw right through, are now, you can now see them again as they are illuminated by her little sickle.
Ah.
And she stands in front of you, you gave her longbow back, and she, holds on to it. doesn't put it away, but she holds on to it, and she looks at you like, are you, like, what now?
Well, we're down here to look for some treasure, and sounds like you're down here to look for a man. Maybe.
That would be correct, yes. I am looking for a man.
God, aren't we all?
She looks over her shoulder.
That was not in the Sano voice.
Maybe, since this is a perilous location.
She raises an eyebrow.
Maybe our paths will lead us in the same direction.
I don't think that's a wise idea.
And what makes you say that?
Because, and she points over at Sano and Steimer using the lamp. Your methods are just going to slow me down.
I mean, yes, it's a little inconvenient that they don't have dark vision, but hey, if we're traveling in the same direction, we can still have some space between us. And maybe if we come to the person that you're trying to apprehend or kill or whatever, I don't know what your personal life is leading you here for. Maybe we can help out, and then maybe if we run into any issues, maybe you can help. We scratch each other's back.
It also wouldn't be very good for me to stay near you.
And why is that?
Because I am tracking an Azamar. My detections only tell me where the closest one is.
I see the problem.
Yes. Yes, you see the problem.
But at the same time, if we split up, then how are you to know if you're not just going to keep falsely pinging me and coming back to me then? That might throw you more for a loop.
It is a problem, and it's one I've considered, but I don't kill for no reason. So you get to live, as much of an inconvenience as it's going to be.
Oh, well, thank you for allowing me to live. I appreciate you bestowing that upon me.
You're welcome.
See, you two can be polite.
You can shoot Sano, and I'll look the other way.
I'm the party tank. I mean,
True.
Well, I don't know if I have any way of contacting you if we were to stumble across this person. But if we cross paths again at a convenient time, then maybe we can help each other out.
Help each other out? In what way?
In whatever way is necessary for the situation. Gotta keep your mind open.
Yes, well, if we run into each other again, I imagine it'll probably be because I ping you accidentally.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. And hey, while you're here, I do have a question.
She
I want
looks
to
over.
prod your mind for a second. Would you happen to know which way these walls are leading us?
shut the fuck up.
That's a serious question, Dan. These are literally called which way walls. I'm trying to figure it out.
Corvus, it's fine.
She looks at
Don't
you
yell at
confused.
I'm yelling. No, Travis is yelling at Dan.
Sorry, Matt. Go on.
She looks at you confused. What are you asking me?
Well, this, and I look around. Weird hallway dungeon we're in. I believe these are the fabled witchway walls.
That's what I've heard.
So do you know which way these walls go?
These walls go many ways.
But which way?
Is this a joke? I
have nothing to go off of here. It's as much of a joke as you want it to be, but if you have a serious answer to that, then I would love to know.
I've been down here for a handful of months now.
Holy shit.
Like a living? Like you've been existing down here.
Yes. Yes, I have.
What have you been? You must have a lot of rations. Holy shit!
I hunt.
And you're
It's
sure?
kind of my thing.
And you're sure this person's down here?
That's what my intel said. And from anyone I've encountered thus far, no one's been able to really escape. So my guess would be yes, he's still down here.
Have you picked him up at any point during your time down here, or am I the first one?
I got a ping once a while ago. However, I was not able to make it to him in time. There were walls between us, and I could not make my way.
I see.
But I haven't found him yet.
We will keep our eyes out, and perhaps even if we have a good opportunity to get the drop on him, then maybe we can help you out even more.
Look, you're all down here for treasure seeking, and that's well and good. But if you can, it sounds like you all just got here.
Yeah, so we coming at it with a fresh perspective.
Well, with my experienced perspective, allow me to advise you to leave as soon as you can.
If that's even possible.
If that's even possible, I would suggest you go back the way you came in, if you know the way.
Well, it'd be the way you chased us from, so. I mean, if you're looking for that spot, yeah, down that hall right there, there's a little hole in the wall.
No, I can't leave until I find him.
Well, that's understandable, but just for your point of reference, if you have a good mental map, you can bring yourself back here once you're done.
I've made note of a couple entrances at this point.
Good to know. Well, we'll be on our way. I don't suspect we'll be giving up quite as soon as you're advising, but I'll keep it in mind.
Very well. It's none of my concern what if you live or die.
Well, thanks for the concern. And I'll start walking towards.
I said it's none of my
concern. I'll start walking towards the Chuckleplex.
Have we found anything interesting?
You found webs and dirt and
yeah, Steimer did wanna conversate with Sano for a moment.
Yeah.
Give me your questions. Come on.
Yeah. Ask your questions.
All right. As you know, Sano and I are walking around looking for treasure in this big hallway. I turned to him.
Say, Sano, I'm always one for a good story and the tales that people have to tell, and I was wondering, exactly at what point was it that you gained an interest in treasure?
Probably when I was a child, fell through a hole behind my house and got stuck in some ruins for a week.
Ruins behind your house?
Our village was built along the coast in a bit of a rocky area, and there was a large kind of semi-subterranean ruins of I don't even know exactly what the place. I have this old map of the place if you want to see it.
Oh, I would love to. I do love to see a good map.
I pull out the map. I don't remember the exact description you gave me on it. It was entirely underground, right? It wasn't partially on the surface, or was it?
So yeah, it's not completely underground. It's kind of like Stone Coast is kind of a cliffy area in some places, and it's like built into the side of the cliff, so like it goes in certainly a bit, and you could call that underground, but like it's a little bit outside of it as well.
Yeah, so it's a map of ruins I'm looking at here.
Yeah, I tried to explore it as much as I could whenever I was younger and had some free time. I never really made it through the whole thing, though.
Well, how fascinating. Do you know what the ruins was for?
No, there was a lot of moss in it. There was some water. I found a lot of bugs, and sometimes when I would get stuck in there for a couple days, I'd have to eat them. That was usually pretty fun. No, for the most part, I mean, it was interesting to say the least, but it was what sparked my interest. It wasn't my real first foray into actual research, though. Eventually, I'll go back and figure it all out.
And what would that first foray be? Is that what this is right here?
Oh, no, I just mean I didn't finish. I need to go back, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want you to take my treasure.
Oh, Sano, I only have... The only interest of treasure I have right now is the pieces of the great Captain Kazare's treasure hoard.
Okay, well, I don't know what kind of treasure hoard there could be in some of the other places I've been to, so I won't tell you about them, just in case.
Well, I can respect that. Yes, I'm glad to hear that you have such an interesting story.
Mm-hmm. What's up with the ears?
The ears. Oh, well, you see, they are to make me more of an improved being.
Do they actually help your hearing?
No.
Okay.
They are there for aesthetic purposes. Although someday, perhaps I could figure out some way to conjure up a magical hearing of sorts to go through the ears. Although I can hear, so I don't see the purpose in that.
That would be a little awkward.
Yes, it would be very awkward.
Corvus, you're coming up.
Perhaps
So you better get this party started.
Perhaps you'd be interested in a story of my own. Oh, hey, Corvus. Hello.
Oh, were you done?
Yeah, she doesn't want anything to do with us, but we'll be seeing her again.
How do you know?
Because she's probably going to keep, tracking me on accident and finding us again.
Well, if we go faster, she won't.
I mean, she's not going to be trying to hunt us again, I don't think. Unless she, decides to, kill us and eat us because she's hungry or something. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, we could speed walk.
Well, we should probably figure out which direction we really want to go before we start speed walking.
Well, why don't we just keep going this way? We already turned the corner. We don't really have any leads anyway.
I suppose any way is better than... I mean, anyway, it doesn't seem to matter right now. We don't really have a map.
Unless we want to use this, and Sano reaches into his bag and pulls out the copy of the placemat map from the tavern.
You think the playmat is an accurate depiction of this ancient maze?
I want it to be.
Well, I suppose if you want something so much...
Listen,
that you can will it.
They said that they had the same map layout for 10 years, and who knows what this town was like before that? I mean, they only recently got the mayor that they have now.
Well, I suppose trying to follow this wouldn't be any crazier than just walking in a random...
which way direction.
Yes, any which way direction. It's really funny.
I feel like I was yelled at before when
this
I
is
tried
the
to make
title
this kind of
drop
reference. Oh, okay.
We're gonna get them all out. We're gonna get them all
cool
out of the way today, and then never do it again.
Corvus, I would never laugh at you.
I already did it an episode or two ago.
Yeah, after this, you're not allowed to anymore.
I see. Okay.
A note about your maze that I think I touched on last time.
Yeah.
The maze from the playmat has an entrance on the side and then an exit on the other side. Whereas you guys seemingly, given the nature of the current paths you're seeing to, you went down, you took a right-hand turn and there was at a T intersection. The left-hand turn's depth would insinuate that it goes further back from where you entered from, but it would imply that you came in not at the side of the map of the maze, but somewhere in the center of it.
No, yeah. So, looking over the whole thing, is there any spot on it that looks like the same shaped T intersection?
I'm gonna say yes. You can find something that looks like that. Just because the nature of a maze, there's a lot of windings and turnings. I'm gonna say there might not even just be one.
We should get a move on.
All right,
everyone lock arms again. I'm going to close.
I close my lantern light.
I don't stop.
I mean, I can see, so
I lock arms with Corvus.
I trust Corvus. Corvus can see me.
Then I guess we'll start moving. start moving along.
Okay, so you guys are going down your way.
Straight ahead until we find
Straight ahead. You guys head down this way for a little bit.
Which way?
This way.
that away.
Okay.
What way?
The way you're headed. Eventually, you hit a turn to the left.
To the left. Okay. All right. Does that line up with any of those T intersections?
Roll investigation.
Easy.
Can he see the map right now?
Oh, that's a good point.
True.
Never mind, no investigation.
I could see the map. Could I do an investigation?
Sure.
I need the light.
We also could just uncover the lamp for a sec.
Wait, put light on the map.
I'll open the lantern.
We'll both roll. That's the lovely thing. 21.
I didn't roll that good.
Is there a secret door on this map?
There is not a secret door on the map.
Okay, then my investigation is a crit fail.
I got a 16, but I made the map, so do I get to cheat?
No.
Damn.
No cheating. That's wrong. Corvus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna say, but Sano as well. But Corvus, you're gonna see it first. This was like a child's maze.
Yeah.
It's not super difficult. Steimer's having trouble.
I don't understand these children's scribbles.
But the two of you, do you see there is one spot on the placemat maze that has matched your path so far.
I just point straight at it. We got it.
All right, here's the follow-up question.
Uh-huh.
According to this map and the place that, might be lining up, is this a good direction for us to be going?
This would be a successful, like, this place does connect to both the entrance and the exit from this spot.
I will say this, when I copied it down, I did also include the path.
All right, I'm going to say this is on the path.
Would it be ascending towards the start or the end?
This would have you heading towards the end.
Now,
if you continued in this direction.
It might seem, yes, like we've taken the direction on this map. I will say, however, when we came in here, we took a right and then a left, and that's pretty much all we've done so far. So
Which
I
means
say
it's way easier than everyone else seems to think. I don't know why people are having problems with this place.
I just mean that I wouldn't take this as full confirmation yet.
You're gonna feel very silly when this works.
Do you think we should tell Oz that she's going the wrong way?
A right and a left is often very common in mazes.
I'm going to keep following it.
I shall too for now.
Yeah, she'll probably make her way back to us eventually anyway. All right.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe her prey went really the wrong way.
Yeah,
who knows? This left turn is the only path, right?
Yeah. There is only a left at this point.
Mm-hmm. As we go, I assume we've been kind of sticking near the wall, and I know that if you're near one wall, it's usually like very hard to see the other end of the hallway, like the other side.
Yeah, with your, I mean, you've how far does your lantern reach when you use it?
Bullseye lantern casts bright light in a 60-foot cone and dim light for an additional 60. Once lit, it burns for 6 hours on a flask 1 pint of oil.
If you point the lantern at the opposite side of the wall of the hallway, you can dimly see the other wall.
Cool.
Wait, you said that goes 60 and 60?
So 120 total.
Damn, that's a good lantern.
It is.
Yes, it's almost as good. It's almost as good as daylight.
As we're walking, I want to keep an eye out for like any little like openings or like any markings and stuff on the walls or floor.
Well, as for me, as stated, constantly while we're in here looking for traps.
Are you keeping your light on?
Unless I hear a noise.
Okay. So, Sano, you're looking for what?
Well, like, because we came in through, like, a hole in the wall, right?
Yeah. So you're...
I'm looking for more of those. I'm looking for, like, scratches on the wall that could indicate that somebody, like, marked away. I'm looking for, like, things, like, scattered or left on the floor. Just, like, signs that people have been through here and things like that.
Okay, roll investigation. And, Steimer, you said you're looking for trapdoors?
Just traps. Constant traps.
Traps. Right.
Just
Cool.
it's sticking my pole around, looking around.
Oh my.
Oh.
I have a 10-foot pole. Don't you?
Well, then
A
specify that.
10-foot pole! Wow!
Oh, my.
That's the first time I'm hearing about this in session.
What are you talking about? It was mentioned the moment we entered.
Okay.
Anyway, I got a 19.
You asked.
Look, I just hear you saying you're sticking your pole around, it just makes me nervous.
Steimer, also roll investigation, please. And Corvus, what are you doing while you're walking through?
While we're holding this map,
Yeah.
at one point I'm gonna try to mark about where I think the entrance we came in from was, like, just in case,
Yeah. Sure.
I got a 22.
Sano.
Yes.
I'm gonna say right now you don't really see, like, path markers at all, but you do see a lot of, like, scratches around, but they look more like haphazard scratches. Like, you see markings on the wall that look like they maybe came from more hook horrors. You see, like, little scratches and scrapes on the floor. Like there was some sort of scuffle or something that happened here.
Okay.
At some point. And you see, like, some markings that you believe are dried blood.
Would I be able to do any kind of check to determine how long that's been there?
Sure. Roll survival.
I can do that. That's my good one. Yeah. So I rolled a 12, which means that's a 23.
I'm gonna say you don't know exactly, like, precisely how long it's been here, but it's been here a long time. Like, to the point where the age might be nebulous of importance to you. It just means that, like, things have been through here throughout time, These things have been here a while, and people have been traveling through here a while. Stuff. Steimer, you are, tip-tapping your 10-foot pole, and there might be, like, one or two places where you're like, oh, is that one? Is that a trap? But everything...
It's not just using the pole, by the way. I'm also, like, using, like, I'm looking around.
I know. You're not... Okay. I understand.
Gotcha.
But you're looking around, you see something, and you're like, oh, is that maybe a trap? And then you kind of poke at it a little bit. Everything looks fine. You have not yet encountered a trap. Like, you have looked around very thoroughly, and you definitely haven't passed one.
They're running.
What?
What?
The traps. They're fast.
The physical traps that would try to kill us?
Sano, what do you see?
Well, there's dried blood, so that's fun, I guess. And a lot of scratches that probably indicate more of those things. The hook horrors, was it? Which is a question to you guys. Those all came from, and Sano points up. And I forget how you described it before. Was there, like, a layer of, like, mist or something up there, or was it just that it goes up so high that we couldn't see?
Your lights did not go far enough that you could see a top. Like, you saw the walls, and then, it was just darkness past that.
Well, so I had a question for you guys. So this is like a labyrinth or whatever, right?
It appears so.
Do you think this is one of those labyrinths? Because, like, obviously we know there's a ceiling up there somewhere, right? Because, we're underground. So eventually you have to hit a ceiling because then there's the ground. Do you think this is one of those labyrinths where the walls go up to the ceiling? Or do you think it's, like, just really high walls, and then if you get to the top of the wall, you can see over it?
Corvus.
Yes.
How far can you shoot your gun?
That depends on the spell I'm shooting. Let's see. what you're effectively asking me to do is check the range on all of my spells.
I mean, I could just climb
Yes,
the wall.
Could you meticulously go one by one through all your spells, please?
I mean, Sano brings up a good point.
I just can't see.
Well, perhaps if light got casted on one of your many trinkets.
And go up into the Hokara nest alone? No, thank you.
If you didn't want to carry someone with you to guide you, Umbra could stick around with you. Umbra can see in the dark.
That could work, I guess. I mean, I might be able to carry someone up. I don't know.
Also, can you climb these walls? Are they rigid enough?
And I squint at the wall.
Oh, that doesn't matter to me. I'm sticky.
Oh.
Yeah, I just kind of slosh against the wall, and I start kind of slowly moving up it.
Corvus, you should Corvus, you should hand Umbra over quickly.
Well, like, this is also why, I mean, I don't know if I could carry someone up. I mean, like, I'm decently strong. I don't know if it would really affect me too much. I've just never tried it before.
I just like pull Umbra out of my coat and just like let her like fly next to Sano.
Are you saying you want one of us to try to hold on to you?
Well, I don't know which of you would be a good idea, because you can't see, and if I take Corvus who can see, then you can't see down here.
What? I have a lantern.
Corvus, do you want to go take a trip?
I mean, if you trust me more than Umbra, then sure. And I'll try to grab onto Sano.
Carrying Corvus, I assume that would that lower my speed?
Yeah, it would that would be half movement.
Okay.
Half movement.
I mean, like, that's not a huge deal if we're just like we're not in combat right now. We can just take our time going up.
Right.
Goodbye, my friends.
And we never saw him again.
So you two are going up.
Yeah.
I'll probably have Umbra fly like a little above us.
Okay.
You know, just to like be able to come down and warn us first before we even see anything.
Cool. So yeah, you guys are going up, and Umbra gets to a point where she stops, and you catch up to her.
Yep.
You can see there is a top. There is not a ceiling. There is a top to the wall.
Hell yeah. Are we at it, or can we just see the like lip of it?
You can see the lip of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If we run into anything, just let me know. I can jump off the wall and turn into a big bird. Wait, no, I can't fly yet. I can't do that. Don't rely on that idea. Don't rely on that idea.
I can still I've still got feather fall. I can still make us fall slow, but I'm running low on spell. I'm running low on juice here.
Perhaps I should have mentioned I only had one flask of oil, so after 6 hours, this lantern's donezo.
Anyway, so we go to the top.
You guys get to the top of the wall here.
Yeah.
What does Corvus see?
What do I
Because
see?
I can't.
I mean, are you looking over the edge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see, how thick this wall is.
Corvus, when you pop your head up, it's still real dark. Number one, I'm just gonna put that out there. The something I wanna stress here is that as you put your head up, you hear sound more kind of clearly.
Mm-hmm.
You hear like the distant, faint like rumbles and echoes of things just off in the distance. Just in all directions.
I can't see, but do I notice that difference in sound?
If you pop your head up, yes.
Then I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna put my head back just below the line of the lip of the wall.
Yeah, it fades pretty quickly.
Huh.
Can I have you two roll perception?
Oh fuck!
Yeah?
I dropped my dice on my keyboard, and it was a big problem.
I rolled low, but I have a good bonus, so I got an 11.
I rolled low and have an okay bonus, so I got a 6.
Okay. Sano, you indistinctly hear monsters. Possibly more of those screechings that you heard from the hook horror, but like far more into the distant and just kind of mixed with the low hum that this exudes. Corvus, You said you wanted to see how thick these walls are. Is that what you said?
Yeah, because I'm looking over the lip here. Like, do I see, like, the other end where it would go back down?
You do. You do see that. I would say that the distance is about 25 feet across.
All right. Well, there's enough room up here to travel.
Should I go back down and get our friend?
However,
Oh.
Corvus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what?
I bet there's things flying around up there.
Yeah, so you actually would both see this.
Me?
Yeah. Above you, you're not sure how far.
But I don't have dark vision.
Because it's just in the darkness. But a faint glow.
Oh, I see.
Arises somewhere in the deep, dark abyss above you. And a sort of whale-shaped creature emerges into your sight with little, like, tendrils coming off of it.
Like, does it look like it's coming at us?
It is slowly turning in your direction.
Should we go back down?
Yeah, perhaps we should.
Start sliding back down. As we start going down, does it still look like it's coming at us?
Roll perception.
I can do that. That was pretty good. That's 23.
18.
You guys look up, and it looks like it's turned to your direction, and it looks like it's coming at you, but not like full force. However, I will say, as you're going down the wall right now, kind of half obscured by the opposite wall from you, you can see another glow emerge as there's a second of those creatures up there sort of nearby as well.
Is that one also coming towards us, or?
That one seems to be just reacting and turning towards the other.
I see.
But so does the first one still look like it's almost like a beeline towards us despite going down the wall, or is it now just kind of looking at the area? Yeah, now it's just kind of looking at the area. It's like slowly drifting. Mm-hmm. It's almost like swimming through the air. Mm-hmm. And so when it turned to you, it started moving towards you. It doesn't look like it's propelling itself towards you anymore, but it's slowly drifting in your direction. But I'd say maybe lazily. All right. So if we want to go up the wall, it has to be quick, and probably just to hop to the other side.
I agree. Shortcuts only.
Let's go inform our friend. Is Steimer still there?
As you know, you guys are coming down, and Steimer's putting together his little flesh doll. That was wait, hang on. That was the worst way I could have worded that.
That's fine.
Oh, hello. Just working on typing, fellas. How's it going?
Do you like weird eldritch whales?
What?
Answer the question.
I don't think I know of anything like that, do I?
We saw 2.
Oh, well, perhaps we should avoid that.
Yes, they didn't seem to care for us poking our heads up. There isn't a ceiling to these walls, by the way. We might be able to hop over one real quick without disturbing the whales too much.
The walls are pretty thin, so that's good.
Yes, we could keep that in mind then.
Also, Corvus, did you notice there seemed to be almost some kind of... I don't know if it was just an effect of how this place, maybe the like cavernous system echoes, or if it's some kind of actual magical effect. Did you notice anything with your hearing when we got to the top?
I mean, it very well could have been acoustics.
You could roll Arcana.
22.
Yeah, with the 22, you think that this distinctly was not anything arcane. This was just like the scope and scale of like this place, and the walls are acting as kind of like they're breaking up the sound.
Right. And then there's not a whole lot that's going to reflect the sound back into our hallway specifically.
Exactly.
Yep. Seemed like a hearing illusion to me, but like not in a magical way.
Fair enough.
At least I don't think.
I didn't hear it.
And you still won't for the time being.
Oh, good. All right then.
Hey, I've had something on my mind for a second.
Yes.
What if we run into the person that our friendly bunny lady's looking for, and they're the good guy?
How would we know?
I mean, that's the whole philosophical question I'm posing now, isn't it?
You guys certainly didn't ask her any additional questions.
How do you even know if we're the good
To
guys?
be fair, I don't think she would have cared to answer.
Really though, how do you even know that we're the good guys? Look at what Steimer's playing with.
What do you mean play?
I mean, I just mean whether or not
I'm working on a
there's
project.
someone-
Hold on. I'm working on a project, Sano. What do you mean play?
That's a human heart in your hand, isn't it?
Yes, and a dragon brain and hook horror flesh.
I give like a case in point motion to Corvus.
I don't follow. Corvus, to answer your question, though.
You're good. But if you want to make a homunculus out of that, you gotta have like a gemstone as a part of it. By the way, just keep that in mind. Anyway,
Yes, thank you.
I just meant we're on somewhat okay terms with Oz, but you know, what if she's deceiving? What if she's actually a terrible, horrible person we don't want to be associating with, but the person that she's hunting actually ends up being okay? We just might want to keep our minds open.
As far as I'm concerned, the only deals and arrangements I've made with anyone down here is you two.
We could also just ignore it because it's not our problem.
You see, I have no intention of hunting down this person that this Oz is looking for. So, by all means, if they are the good guy, then that's very well.
I'm just saying it might be something we won't be able to ignore if they come at us as strongly as she did.
We'll take whatever side is right.
That's what I like to hear.
So you guys continue moving?
Yes.
Okay. And you get to a 4-way intersection.
You get to a 4-way?
Mm-hmm.
Does that line up with the map?
It does.
All right.
I swear to the gods, if this children's map actually does end up being the thing.
This still doesn't prove it. This could just be a very good coincidence. But where's the path take, Sano?
Which way does the path that like leads to the exit that's marked in the maze say to go?
Straight ahead.
I go straight ahead.
Yeah, let's go straight ahead.
Yeah.
Let's follow this fucking playmat.
Yeah. Let's do it.
No matter what, it's gonna either lead us to something cool or some other plot hook, and I'm fine with either.
Or just a literal hook attached to a horror.
True.
Yeah, more than one, Travis.
What I said wasn't grammatically incorrect.
Travis, you really need to get with the times.
Swear to God.
What's happening right now?
So, Sano.
Hello.
As you're walking along, you hear the sound of something approaching overhead.
Is the light on right now?
I assumed it was, but is that true?
How long have you been walking?
I'll say half hour.
Okay, because you know what, Steimer will bring up the fact that
fellas, this lantern with the oil that I have gives it a total of 6 hours of use. I don't know if we want to be, it's very useful light. It goes a far distance. I don't know if we want to use it the whole time for travel or not.
I mean, we can turn it off if you want to. I have one too, and I pull out my own.
Oh my God.
Right, same background.
Yep.
Oh, good. We can share. Well, I'll keep using mine for now. Then.
I mean, me and Umbra can always just keep our eyes out.
That's fair. Also, I quickly close his so the light goes out.
Oh, right. I guess you've made the decision that
There's something coming.
Corvus. Shh.
Come on, shut the fuck up.
Jeez. You guys are so rude. You hear a flapping sound coming towards you.
Everyone,
Directly towards us, or just towards our direction in the hall?
Sounds like it's like directly towards you, like coming from up and further down from where you were going.
Everyone, press yourselves against the wall.
I do that, and I point my gun in the direction that I hear the sound.
I get up against the wall.
And then you hear a shriek, multiple shrieks, just a little. And this, I should mention that the shrieks you're hearing are not like the Hook horrors, where they were kind of like they sounded like they were coming from a large creature, like violently screeching into the the depths. This sounds more like a weird bat-like creature.
Well, you say bat-like creature. Can I actually try and identify the creature by its shriek?
Roll nature.
That's very low. I hope my nature's good. It's not good enough. That's a 6 total.
No, you can't.
Can I identify it by religion?
You listen in for like holy hymns that are like between each screech.
Roll.
I mean,
religion.
I'm just saying this place was built by gods.
Roll religion.
Sure, I guess.
That's a 13.
You have no idea.
Can I
If this
identify
thing
it?
is
Can I
religious
identify
or
it by
not.
sleight of hand?
You're gonna feel it up.
You should be you should be fair to Travis. Let him do it.
I'll tell you what.
To be fair, no.
You're the only one that can see. Do it by sight.
The actual skill I would use would be Arcana, if anything. Or Arcana or History would be the ones I'm decent at.
Would you like to try Arcana?
Why not?
Sure, why not?
Let's see if this is a magical creature that I've heard of before. With a magical screech and a magical sound. Hot dang. 25. Holy shit.
Through Arcana, I'm gonna say that the screech you're hearing doesn't sound natural. It doesn't sound like a natural creature. I don't think you can identify exactly what it is by Arcana, but you can understand that, like, this kind of sounds like, knowing what I know about, Arcana and how it can change, how magic can change things. This sounds like something that has been like tampered with.
I see. It's got like one of those horrible like reverb effects to its voice. Like, oh
yeah.
That thing went through some audio processing. I'm all out of second level spell slots, which are a lot of my useful spells for a situation like this.
So are they like screeching at us?
You get the sense that they may be.
Sano, do you think we should flip the lid on this lantern? It seems like they found us.
Maybe they don't like the light. That could be a good idea.
All right, I open the lantern.
And you shine it in that direction?
Yeah.
You shine that light, and just at like the edge of that light, or not necessarily the edge. Actually, Corvus, these things seemed like they were right outside of your vision radius, and you might have been about to see them.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys see 5 grotesque, severed, flying heads approaching you.
Oh, fun.
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
They are they're like 70 feet away from you.
Are we rolling initiative here?
And they're coming straight at you guys. And yes, roll initiative.
Aha! I very low on spell slot.
It's fine. You have a gun.
I got 17.
A gun that shoots spells.
I got a 9.
21. Oh no, all my good rolls are getting out of the way now.
It is Corvus's turn.
And, might I say that I invoke combat intuition.
Cool. I'm glad to hear it.
I forgot how this works.
I need each of you to roll a nature check for me.
Okay.
Let's get our nature on.
That's pretty good. It's another 23.
I got a 19.
I got a 12. Don't laugh at me.
You're fucking welcome that I'm here, guys.
Well, I got a 19.
Uh-huh. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
So toxic.
Well, the good news is you can just kind of make this one out.
Yo, we can make out with them? Hell yeah,
You
let's
can-
go.
Well,
Wait, true.
These are technically Matt characters. Dan's on
it's-
board.
It's funny You should say that.
Uh-huh.
Here's what you can intu from your first combat intuition.
Tell us what we into.
What you intu. These things, as they're flying towards you, are going like with their mouths. And if you
They got peanut butter in their mouths, they just got
And Corvus, if you look, some of them have like blood like across their lips and their faces. So it looks like something they very much want to do is to come and give you a little smooch.
It's all right, fellas. They want to kiss us.
These creatures, as you look at them, they're severed heads. Like they look like the bottom, like their bottoms look like they've been torn off from something. They look unnatural. They're these weird, disgustingly made creatures to the point where they might not be affected by certain kinds of damage. Like, for instance, like it doesn't look like you could say poison these things at all, as they look like they're gross and they came off of something living despite that whatever they came off of not being alive anymore.
Okay, so there's probably some kind of bigger monster out here that when it kills you, your head pops off and turns into a bat.
Or these are weird Mononongal heads. But that's quite a pull.
And I will reiterate again, they look like they're flying, making kisses at your heads.
Sounds like a win to me. That being said, I'm gonna play hard to get, and I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at one of them.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna keep track of them by calling them A, B, C, D, and E, so we can go on that.
No, I'm getting all my good rolls out of the way early.
Or you'll just keep getting good rolls.
That's a 27 to hit.
So which one are you attacking?
That's a 27 on Mr. C. I'm not going to assume their gender.
True. Head C.
Head C.
That hits.
And hiya. 16 fire damage.
All right. Head C didn't seem to like that very much.
I would hope not. That'll be my turn for now.
Okie dokie. Steimer.
Okay, so Steimer's gonna start running towards them.
Okay.
30 feet as far as he can go, and then he's going to start to call lightning as a storm cloud appears above them. So everything in 5 feet is gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, cool.
I aim in the middle of all of them.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so they all gotta make dexterity saving throws.
All right. So, head A got a 19. Head B got a 12. Head C got an 18. Head D got an 8. And head E got a 15.
Okay, so
A and C were above 16.
They'll take half damage from this. I use Destructive Wrath, and they all take 30 lightning damage.
Oh. All right. So
except for the ones, the other two take 15.
All right, cool. So just to clear that up, B, D, and E take 30 lightning damage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The head C, as you strike, and it hits all of them. C, did a good dex save on that one. Kind of tried to fly out of the way, but just got clipped enough. In addition with the fire damage that Corvus did it. This thing fucking screeches and just stops and falls to the ground and splats onto the floor.
We did it.
Oh, that one can't kiss us.
But it's over.
And the rest of them are still up?
Yes. The rest of them are still
Fellas, I hit them with my full might. They're strong. Finish them off. While they're suckling on me, finish them off.
Sano looks back at Corvus. Did he just want to kiss them?
I mean, don't you?
I don't feel like we know each other well enough for me to get into that yet.
I mean, I was being facetious anyway. Don't die.
Wait! I could get away, but I would be using a spell slot.
Just save it. We don't know when we can sleep.
Alright, suckle on me, heads! I can take it while my friends finish you off!
Don't word it like that.
Is that your turn, Steimer?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. They start flying towards you. The ones remaining.
Oh shit.
A comes right up to you, just darts at your head, and goes to bite down at you.
Gotcha.
Hiya. 23 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
And you take 5 piercing damage plus 14 poison damage.
So question.
Yeah.
I have temporary hit points. Was that from like
You still have that.
Okay. Well, I don't have that anymore. Yeah, cool.
You know, Michael, this is a conversation I feel like we've had with you in every campaign we've been in.
What?
What's up?
You really like killing your own characters.
He's
He really
fine.
Guys, listeners at home, he really does.
No,
It's called risk versus reward.
It's risk versus reward.
Cowards. I'm the only one who has the guts to risk it all.
Throwing yourself
you don't know
into
what I
death
was
isn't
gonna do.
risk reward, it's just risk.
You don't know what I was gonna do on my turn. You just happen to go first.
Hey, I just shot down 30 points of lightning damage on most of these guys, all right? You guys just got to finish it off.
And now they're about to give you 30 points of killing you damage.
Oh, that's fine.
Head E comes up to you, Steimer, and is also going to bite at your face.
Oh, please, don't let it be as strong as that last one. I am a wizard.
That's a 22 to hit.
Oh. Okay, all right. That hits.
And that does 7 piercing damage
Cool.
plus 12 poison damage.
Oh, holy shit! I'm at 1 hit point, fellas.
I can't do anything. It's not my turn.
Oh
What do you
no!
want me to do?
Don't go easy on me.
Oh no.
The other two don't seem like they can reach you from where they were. Like the other two just reached you within that amount of time. The other two are like right up on you, but they're just too far away to bite at you.
Yes,
Um,
I've improved.
However, head B over here shrieks at you, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. Oh, actually, hang on. I have to roll concentrations for both of those attacks because my call lightning the storm cloud remains and I can use it again. Like,
Oh yeah.
if
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not attacked. So, let me just do that. It's like half or 10.
Whichever's higher.
Yeah.
Well, nah, it's gone.
Okie dokie.
Why didn't you just roll higher?
True.
You know,
Hey, true.
I should have thought about that, honestly. Also,
No,
I got
I understand,
7.
though.
I also got 7 on the wisdom save, so oof.
Cool.
Yikes. fellas.
This thing shrieks at you. It shrieks at you, this high, shrill shriek that like worms its way into your mind, and you feel frightened, and you feel your body tense up. You are frightened and stunned until the end of this head's next turn.
Oh, goodness.
And that'll be the end of their turn.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
The ones biting Steimer's face.
They just took a bite.
Oh, they're not like holding on.
They're not, they gave like they bit, and they're still, I will say, when they bit, they didn't go, that wasn't a kiss. That was a bite.
What the heck?
That was a bite. However,
Not even a little kissy.
it wasn't a kissy. It was a bite. And as they, are like, flapping right next to him now, they're still making like a kissy face. Like they want to kiss him, but that wasn't kissing time yet.
Oh. Oh no. I don't like that.
Hey guys,
That was biting time. Kissing
gonna-
time times later.
I'm
Comes
gonna eat
later.
his fucking soul.
guys, I was convinced that call lightning was gonna take him all out. You know, I
Yeah.
let the
I can tell
hubris
that
get
you
the
were.
best.
You sounded so confident when you started it, and I was sitting there
Yeah.
like, "That's probably not going to work."
I will say
you know,
they look.
my hubris got the best of me.
I'll say they look
They-
real bad right
They
now.
probably got like 32 HP or some shit like that.
I should have said this earlier, but I'm going to say it now because the moment passed me by before I remembered to actually tell you this because I told you on previous times that this happened. Both Corvus and Steimer. Corvus, when you hit head C with fire damage, it looked like it resisted it a little bit.
Oh.
And
Good to know.
yeah, sorry.
Oh,
and
boy.
Steimer, it looked like they resisted your lightning a little bit.
Oh, so it would have done it. It would have done it.
I'm very upset that they're not sticking to his face right now.
Hey, it's not kissy time yet.
What the fuck?
It's
Well,
not yet
If they were
kissy
sticking
time.
to your face, I could hit more than one.
Well, I'll be honest. Pretty much all my damage types is thunder and lightning, so hopefully the thunder kind will work.
Well, most of my damage is built around poison, so you know.
Nice.
You know, you could
Not nice.
you could try thunderbolt or lightning, but you're very, very frightened.
Galileo!
So, Sana, what are you doing on your turn?
Well, first off, I'm moving up here, and I'm gonna moonbeam right next to Steimer in the open space to try and get as many of them as I can.
All right. So, yeah, you can get 3 out of the 4 that are left. So is that a save for them or
It is a Constitution save.
Okay. Head A, that is a 20. For head B, that is a 10. And for head D, that is a 17.
Okay, so 2 passed, but they still take half damage.
Cool.
So this is radiant damage. So one of them takes 14, the other ones take 7.
Okay.
You know, maybe if they don't like radiant damage, take a little bit more.
You shine down your moonbeam, and you know, they squeal in pain, but head A, that wily motherfucker, is still up and at him. However, heads B and D both drop splat dead on the ground.
Nice.
But I will say, head A looks real hurt, and head E looks not too much better. But they're both still up.
Alrighty. Well, I look back at Corvus and say, well, I guess it's your turn.
It is Corvus's turn.
Oh, thanks for ending your turn. I am gonna move closer, but I'm
I
gonna
will
try
say
to,
now that the turn has restarted, you guys get your group action back.
Can we do
Could-
group action heal?
Yeah, I invoke group action heal.
You don't
Heal
have
timer.
something like that.
Yet.
Yeah.
You know, no reason not to. You know, I'll invoke group action, please.
Can you guys roll some nature for me?
I got a 15.
17.
I got a 13.
I think we passed.
Fortunately, you do not pass this time.
But I said we did.
Wow.
True,
I'm
he
sorry.
did say that.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm
Wow,
s-
rigged.
Sorry, I guess
I'm
kind of got
sorry.
it now.
You know, there's a moonbeam in the way. It's kind
The
of bright.
system's broken.
Actually, Moonbeam in particular is dim light.
Okay, well,
yeah, haven't you ever looked at the moon before, Matt? Jeez,
fuck off.
the moon's actually quite bright.
So, Corvus, you were moving?
Yeah, I schmooved. I moved and schmooved, so now I can have better angle at these up peoples. You know, you said that they probably have resistance to it, but like, I gotta preserve these spell slots, man.
Yeah. I mean, one of them went down, like, even because of your resistant attack. So, like, probably.
Yeah,
I think the one on the
Hoping.
left is, like, more damaged.
yeah. The A is more damage than E. That being said, I am going to take a shot at E with another firebolt. Take my gun and shoot it. Oh boy, that is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
That will be an amount of fire damage equal to, let's count, shall we? 13 fire damage.
All right. Again, it resists it, but that does not seem to matter for Head E over here, as it gets burned up into a nice crispy ball and falls to the ground.
Nice. And then, something I just realized while looking at my character sheet. I have another way to use my bonus action for an attack that doesn't require my second gun, and that is Umbra. And Sano has so kindly carried Umbra up with him as he was walking.
True. You still got her.
And now I'm gonna use my bonus action to tell Umbra to fly over 10 feet away from Head A and shoot a force strike.
Ooh.
So she's gonna open her little mouth and shoot like a little bullet of air.
Pop!
Pop! Uh-oh. That's only a 10 to hit.
Umbra pops towards this head. But Head A, like I said, he's super wily, and he just you get the sense that maybe Head A stands for Head Alpha of this group here.
Oh no!
And he bobs and weaves out of the way.
Does he know that he's against the Sigmas?
True.
The fool.
Dodging Umbra's attack, and it goes.
Umbra will back up to me, and then that'll be
So I'm stunned.
Yes,
till
you
the
are
end
stunned
of the one of the dead ones next turn.
Yeah.
Cool.
But you should no longer be frightened.
Yeah, I am not frightened anymore. I am not scared of you. Bite down with all your might. I can take it.
Unfortunately, while you're stunned, it says right here that while you're stunned, you can only speak falteringly. That's about right. And then Head A
has to make a Constitution save.
Constitution save.
It starts its turn inside the moonbeam, so it has to make another save.
Oh, that's lame. Why would you do that?
Because I want to win the fight.
Oh, come on.
No.
Come on.
Roll it.
Make your roll.
Yeah.
If this is high, he's cooking the books.
I'm gonna be honest. The con save doesn't matter. I got a 14.
That fails. It takes 9 damage.
Yeah, it didn't matter if it failed or not. He had 1 hit point.
Oh, just like me.
Yes, you're the same.
And more.
And yeah, Sano, you see your moonbeam just as this guy starts his turn, it's like, yes, I'm going to bite now, and then it doesn't say that, but it's thinking that, and then the beam just vaporizes.
Why every time before we beat something in this campaign do you give it an inner monologue that implies intelligence?
It's just, I don't think wanting to bite something is necessarily a huge amount of inner,
But if they said it like that, though,
inner intelligence. Well,
yeah,
you didn't.
That seemed like a function together sentence right there.
Well, it didn't actually function together a sentence. You guys didn't try to communicate with this thing.
I didn't really want
We're
to.
the monsters.
Maybe this thing could have understood.
Oh,
who knows?
Oh, so you'll have the hots for a bunny lady, but not a horrible flying head.
I didn't say it didn't.
So it bursts in the moonlight.
Yeah. Well, it disintegrates in the moonlight.
Wow, crazy.
And then I already said it.
I do have one question.
What?
So this is radiant damage. During the fight there, did it seem like they may have taken more from it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Steimer,
you are no longer stunned, and the combat ends.
Oh, goodness. I'm not feeling that great.
I waltz over to Steimer, and I'm like, hey, listen, I have some advice. And I put one hand on his shoulder, and with the other hand, I raise it up, and it starts glowing, and I smack him in the face, and it gives him 5 hit points.
Well, I was actually going to suggest, instead of wasting spell slots, maybe we take a short rest?
That wasn't
perhaps?
a spell. That's something I can do.
Oh, then thank goodness. Never mind. Give me. Yes, I actually might have a suggestion of my own to me.
What?
Sano.
Wait, to you or to me?
To me, to you.
Uh-huh.
Sano, perhaps it would be combat strategic if I let you do your job as tank.
Okay.
I mean, I technically didn't say what my advice was, but it was gonna be something along those lines. So I'm glad you picked up.
Yes, all my near-death experiences has really enlightened the situation here. This is far more dangerous than I realized.
I used my Azamar healing hands, by the way.
Do we have any way of protecting ourselves for an 8-hour period to sleep?
Well, I would be fine with just a 1-hour period.
Well, I just meant in general down here, because who knows how long we'll be in here.
I am starting to run a little low on energy. I don't know how effective my ammo is going to keep being after a little while.
How long will the rope thingy last?
I can't cast that anymore. That's too much energy for me.
Well, if you had it, how long would that be?
That would be in about an hour.
Oh, okay.
Do we want to think about doing just a short nap here?
Well, again, we need some way of defending ourselves.
I mean, we could still keep an eye out while we're waiting for an hour. It's just...
I'm gonna close the lantern.
All right.
Perhaps it's best we leave this closed for now.
Well, yeah, if we're hunkering down, I'll as the one with dark vision, I'll keep an eye open and keep and be vigilant for attacks, and I'll also maybe do a slight investigation on one of these horrible heads.
I'm also curious about these things, so I'll take a look at them too.
Yeah, actually, I want to, while we're resting, while they're checking those guys out, I want to try to channel, just casually channel some arcane energy in this little Tybin flesh thing I'm making, and maybe give it a couple of shocking grasps while I do it.
Cool. Great.
Just experimenting.
Giving a shocking grasp, is that what you call a hug?
Yeah, sure. I've channeling arcane energy into it.
Giving it some little zappies. All right. Corvus and Sano. Have you two roll nature.
I can do that. I got a 18.
I got a 16.
As you guys are looking about these little guys,
They're just little
the
guys.
first thing you guys notice is that each of the heads look like they're from different races.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say like one of them's human, one of them's like an orc, maybe one's an elf.
What was A?
I'll say A was the orc.
Relentless endurance, even as a head.
Yeah, it looks like these, and like I said before, these things look like they were severed off from something. You can only assume by looking at these things that they were once the things that they look like they're the heads of.
Uh-huh.
And these wings have like just sprouted from their sides, as it looks like some sort of like nasty poison has just like filled, the inside crevices of this thing.
I have a question then.
Yeah.
You said that they looked severed. Is it just a head with like a smooth bottom to it, or is it like look like the neck got cut or something?
It looks like the head was torn off.
Okay.
It looks like there's little bits of like little stringy bits of flesh, like
okay, that
trailing off the bottom.
That answers my question.
It doesn't look like a clean cut. It just looks like it came off.
Man, there could have been a little Steimer version of these guys over flying around.
I wouldn't dream it.
These things look kind of fiendish in nature.
Cool. I will remember that.
Sana will remember that.
He will, even if I, Dan, forget. After investigating those, I don't know how much time is left in like the hour.
You guys look at these for a little bit, but you've got some time to just kind of relax as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd probably just like try and keep a lookout, despite how like dark it is and everything.
You're gonna try as best you can, but your eyes can't really adjust to this darkness.
Yeah, like even after like all this, like these few hours we've been in here, there's like no adjustment at all.
The thing is, you know, your eyes adjusting in dark is because there's like bits of light, dim light being splashed around, right?
Well, then I guess it would be more like listening out, I guess.
Corvus. That thing you were saying about a gemstone and a homunculus earlier.
Yeah.
Is it any gemstone? Just any gemstone?
From what I've gathered, usually a certain value. Or the one I paid for Umbra over here was about 100 gold.
Well, I have the gold, but I don't have the shop to purchase it from.
Just stuff all the gold in there. Maybe it'll count.
Wait, do you have...
I look at Sano.
Sano shrugs. Sano's never done anything like this before.
I start shoveling my gold into this thing.
You know, I'm not sure if that's gonna work, but if you find a way, you let me know.
Do you have a gemstone on you?
Only the one in Umbra. And either way, I still haven't taught you the exact mechanics of making one for yourself. So if I made it, it would just be mine.
Right. You'll have to give me a tip or two.
Gladly.
A tip or two.
You know, in some of the remaining time, maybe I'll try to explain to the best of my ability some of the basics of how the artifice of this specific thing would work.
I would like to just make this thing move and have a life of it. Maybe I could listen to what you do and try to fine tune some other magical energy. You know, I could use it as a reference point.
Whatever floats your boat.
Your hour comes to an end.
We did it. We lived again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm feeling basically patched up. So, should we continue on the path then?
Yes.
Might as well.
All right.
You guys are going to continue through the maze. Well, I'm going to ask kind of a leading question.
Lead me, please.
Or a teasing question, perhaps. Both of those.
Mm-hmm.
If you continue to find that the map you have drawn mimics the places you come across, will you continue to follow the lined path you've made?
Yes, because I want to prove Steimer that sometimes you just need a little faith.
Sometimes you gotta believe. You gotta believe in your Nakama.
I'm a thurgist. Faith is kind of...
Then why aren't you on board this plan, old man?
You have to have faith in the right thing.
So you guys continue on.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, you guys come to a right-hand turn, and that matches up. You come to another T intersection, but this time in the shape of like you're coming from the left T-top. So there's like, you can go right or you can go straight, and that matches up, and the path has you continue straight.
We'll keep going that way.
I think I know what's happening.
What?
What do you mean?
There's two possibilities. Either I'm the smartest, or this thing changes to what we want.
You come to another T intersection, but this time it's a fork in your road again, and the path has you choose left.
I'm gonna follow it.
And then you guys come to a right turn, and from here you guys are a little curious, because this right turn is the last turn on your little playmat.
Mm-hmm.
Before you should reach like the exit on that map. It just goes straight from here. And more turns.
But
As you follow down, you reach what looks like a dead end.
ooh.
Secret door.
Yeah, we search.
Steimer,
Yeah.
you want to do an investigation?
Oh my god. That's enough. Oh, that's a nat 20, so I got a 28.
Steimer, you immediately see in the center of that big wall in front of you, you know, that big wall that's like 100 feet across, right in the center of it, you see a spot that would be perfect for a small little door.
Fellas, there's something here.
And I tap it with my 10-foot pole.
You tap it, and it sounds hollow.
Sano puffs up his chest and holds the map out and says, "You're welcome."
Steimer smiles and says,
Good job, Sano. This is definitely the way. The which way was?
Finn, that we end. We end right there.
Yeah, we could end there. We could end there.
You want to find out what's behind the secret door? Tune in next time.
Tune in next time to find out what's behind the secret door.
If we can find a way past the door.
True.
We'll blow
it might be
up.
our biggest challenge yet.
We got ways.
Which ways?
We,
No, that joke was already made.
I got some dragon fangs and claws. I could fucking stab in there, you know?
All right. Good session, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me.
It was fun.
To pull the curtain back a little bit. It's been a little while since we've done a session.
No, don't tell them. Don't let us set in.
I'm not going to say how long, but it's been a little while.
But
I have a miner's pick. Sorry.
I'm happy to get back
unrelated.
into...
Guys,
Hey,
we're gonna mine through this wall.
It's been exactly the amount of time between
However
when the
long you watched the
listener-
previous episode. And this
Yeah, when the listener has listened to the previous episode,
That-
it's been that amount of time.
Even if you started this podcast years later.
I want it
Yeah.
in the recording that I have a miner's pick.
Yeah, I do too.
And we're using
It's
it.
in. Congratulations.
I know Sano has it too. Because Sano and I are gonna mine through this wall.
I can also slather the wall in acid.
Oh my god, let's do it. Let's acid mine this.
I just wanted to thank you guys for playing, and I'm happy to be back into it.
Yeah.
I don't want to, it's not going to be as long for us till we do our next session. Thank you, you three, for joining me. You guys can be found at
No.
the Collie Rogers Twitch
No.
channel.
Stop.
Why are you trying to have your Twitch not plugged?
Hey, how
Stream
about
more.
subscribe? Thank you.
More.
Don't listen. Hey, don't bring
think,
my work.
Consume
Don't
product.
bring my work ethic into this.
Dan
hey,
can be found on Twitter at Summoned Circle. Summoned Circle or Summoned Circle?
Summon, not summon.
Summon Circle. Travis can be found on Twitter at RexVlox. I can be found at Maddie Matt Art. And hey, if you're still listening to this outro, please subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening to it, whether it be YouTube or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever is available to you. It all is available to you. Whatever you're listening on, subscribe, share it with your friends, listen more if you enjoyed.
And even if you
please
didn't
share.
enjoy, you should do it anyway so that you can complain about us legitimately.
please,
I'd be fine with that,
please
too.
share. We have to eat.
If there's one thing all critics have in common, it's that they still partake in the media that they criticize constantly and,
Yeah.
and then hate. So
Exactly.
If you hate our show with a passion, please share it.
And if you do hate it with a passion, I would also ask, reconsider, but also, share it regardless.
Even if you hated it, thanks for showing up.
If you reached this point, I assume you've got enough interest in it to reach this part. So please share it, like, comment, subscribe. Follow on Twitter at A Traveling Tower. It's currently run by Kira, who is a catfolk, and she owns the tower. So say hi to her, I suppose.
Hi, Kira.
I care.
Not you, but yes, thank
What
you.
the fuck? No, fuck you. I'm
Travis.
gonna say hi to Kira whatever I fucking want.
I meant
Travis,
like
don't be
listeners.
Say
I
hi.
already said hi to Kira before. It was off camera. We're tight
Yeah.
about that.
Thanks you guys again for listening, and you guys for playing. I will catch you. I hope you will catch us next time on Traveling Tower Which Way Walls.